This is the tragic and complex story of Jonathan James, a name that once struck fear into the hearts of government agencies. He was a kid with a brilliant mind, a knack for computers, and a future that promised greatness. But his journey ended in a way no one could have predicted. To understand it, we have to go back to the beginning. Jonathan James, known by his hacker alias, Comrade, wasn't your typical teenager. Born in 1983 in South Florida, he was a curious, quiet kid who found a world of endless possibilities in front of a computer screen. From a very young age, he was self-taught, devouring information about operating systems, networks, and coding. He didn't just learn how to use a computer, he learned how to talk to it, how to command it, and how to make it reveal its secrets. By the time he was a teenager, he was already light years ahead of his peers. While they were playing video games, he was exploring the darker, hidden corners of the internet. His fascination with the intricacies of computer networks led him down a path that would soon put him on a collision course with some of the most powerful organizations in the world. He was driven by a sense of challenge, a desire to prove he could do what others said was impossible. In a later interview, he would explain his motives not as malicious, but as a form of intellectual curiosity. "I was just a kid," he said. "I didn't care about money, power, or fame. I just wanted to see what I could do." His first major breach was into the systems of Bell South, a major telecommunications company. It was a test run, a chance to flex his skills. The success of that hack gave him confidence, but it also made him bolder. He was about to set his sights much higher, on a target no one believed a kid could touch. Jonathan James wasn't content with just hacking private companies. His ambition led him to seek out a bigger challenge, the United States government. He was only 15 years old when he pulled off a series of hacks that would make him the most wanted juvenile in the country. His first target was the Defense Threat Reduction Agency, DTRA, a division of the U.S. Department of Defense. This agency is responsible for reducing global threats from weapons of mass destruction. James managed to gain entry and steal usernames, passwords, and other sensitive information. He was testing the waters, proving that even a kid with a modem could get past some of the most formidable digital security in the world. But his most audacious and famous hack was yet to come. It was a hack that would make headlines and cost millions. His target, NASA. Using a backdoor he had discovered, he infiltrated NASA's network and gained access to a vast amount of data. What he did next was shocking. He stole the source code for the International Space Station's environmental control system. This wasn't just some random data. The stolen code was essential for controlling the life-sustaining systems on the space station, including temperature and humidity. NASA was forced to shut down its entire network for 3 weeks to investigate and fix the breach. The shutdown cost them approximately $41,000. James later said he used the code to study how the system worked, but the sheer scale of the intrusion was unprecedented for a teenager. He had proven his point. He had shown the world how vulnerable even the most secure systems were. But his success came with a heavy price. The FBI had been on his trail, and his string of high-profile hacks had left a digital footprint too big to ignore. The day the FBI came for him, Jonathan James was at home in his bedroom. He was just 16 years old. Federal agents raided his house, confiscated his computers, and took him into custody. The kid who had outsmarted NASA and the Pentagon was now facing the full force of the US government. His case made headlines around the world. A teenager had managed to do what many professional hackers could only dream of. The legal proceedings that followed were groundbreaking. Because of his age, he was tried in juvenile court. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of juvenile delinquency, which were the equivalent of felony charges. His sentence was a mix of probation and house arrest, but it also included a lifelong ban from using computers for any reason other than schoolwork. He was the first juvenile ever to be jailed for hacking, and his case set a new precedent. The experience changed him forever. The intense scrutiny, the legal pressure, and the constant surveillance left him with a deep-seated fear. He felt like he was always being watched, that every move he made online was being monitored. He described this feeling as a paralyzing fear that never left him. He had paid a heavy price for his youthful curiosity, and the shadow of his past would follow him for the rest of his life. After his conviction, Jonathan James tried to live a normal life. But it was a struggle. His computer ban made it almost impossible for him to pursue his passion. He became a ghost in the digital world he once dominated. However, his past and his reputation made him a constant suspect. Years later, a new wave of high-profile hacking incidents rocked the financial world. Major retail chains like TJX and Heartland payment systems were breached, and millions of credit card numbers were stolen. The FBI, still haunted by the Jonathan James case, immediately turned their attention to him. Even though he claimed he had nothing to do with the new hacks, his name was at the top of their suspect list. The authorities believed he was working with a group of hackers, even though there was no direct evidence linking him to the crimes. They argued that his expertise was too valuable and his past was too well known to be a coincidence. The pressure on him mounted. He was repeatedly questioned, his home was searched, and he felt the walls closing in on him. He knew he was being set up, a convenient scapegoat for a crime he didn't commit. The FBI's relentless pursuit, the media's constant attention, and the inability to escape his past became an unbearable burden. He was a prisoner of his own reputation, a brilliant mind trapped in a nightmare he couldn't wake up from. On May 18, 2008, Jonathan James's story came to a heartbreaking end. The pressure had become too much to bear. He was found dead in his apartment from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was only 24 years old. By his side was a 5-page suicide note. In it, he wrote, "I have no faith in the justice system. Perhaps my actions today, and this letter, will send a stronger message to the public. Either way, I have lost control of this situation, and this is my only way to get it back." His final act was a desperate cry for freedom, a tragic declaration that he was tired of being blamed for crimes he didn't commit. Jonathan James's life is a powerful cautionary tale. It's the story of a genius whose brilliant mind was both his greatest gift and his most terrible curse. He was a kid who made a mistake, paid for it, but was never truly allowed to move on. His story serves as a grim reminder of the complex relationship between technology, crime, and the justice system, and the devastating human cost when that balance is lost.